Everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 9. So I've been playing a little bit in between episodes. I've actually been letting the game AFK for a bit, just dropping it into peaceful mode while the game AFKs. It's just easier for me to deal with it that way. But I ran out of space in the system, so I made myself a 4096 storage disk, and my 3024s are currently emptying themselves out into that 4096. So I'm missing a few items in the system at the moment, but they will come back as they export. And I'll convert that one to a 4096 as well. And then, so those three drives will make one 4096. And then perhaps we can look at making the next size up. It is nighttime. I did just beat a raiders. Once I log back in, you can see I've set it back to normal. What I want to do is, because of this space missing in here, I'm actually going to set up a little area way down in the basement, and I'm hoping this is going to work all right. Go down one more level. I want to set up all the GregTech stuff down here. I do eventually hope to get to GregTech, but with all of it sitting up in the system up there, it's taking up a lot of space. Now, what I'm trying to do is, and I'm not sure, you guys may be able to give me some info on this, but I'm not sure whether you can export by mod type. That would be very handy if you could. I'm just going to try this Ultra export here, which has a lot more spots in it, hoping that we can, get things moving. Hello? Hello? No, it doesn't want to do anything at the moment. Game is a little laggy. It could also be because it's not powered, and maybe I need something different in there. But if I pop this in here, this drawer has obviously nothing on it at the moment. No, can't take these. No, you can't. Cool. Handy. Anyway, let's swap to controller. This controller, and I will probably put some range upgrades on. Let's do a bit of a range upgrade on here. Can I do upgrade? Copper one maybe for now. I add a little bit of space. Oh, hello. Can I click it with it? Right click while crouching to open the GUI. That's me. There we go. Okay, does this give us bigger range? Not really. We'll work on that. Anyway, what I'm looking at doing is potentially just using some simple compacting drawers. And I want to lock these, and I'm going to export all of the others. It's going to take me a while, and it's not something I'm going to do on camera here. Where is my other card? I'm probably staring directly at it, am I? There it is. So I want to potentially sit here and go, I'm going to type in the word raw to start with, and these are all the things that we've got. So raw magnetite here as an example. So if I grab some of that, let's pop this here, and I want to export it as raw magnetite. I'm hoping this is all connected. It should be. Now we need to add this guy to it. No, let's switch this to add. Boop. Will you take what's required there? Please tell me that I can use the simple drawers. Otherwise, I'll just pop these normal oak drawers in. Can you do this? You can, and it's full. Oh my gosh. That's why you don't need stack upgrades. Did you see how quick that was? So raw. That magnetite has dropped a lot. So if I get another one of these guys, I might need to make chests probably. That's okay. Here's a copper upgrade. Let's pop a copper upgrade in here and go boop. Okay, so if I go back to here and say raw, it's gone. The magnetite is gone, and then any further magnetite from that gets entered into the system should get exported here, because this is an export bus, and I'm keeping it disconnected from this system. I may end up putting a second system down here, but I don't know at this point. I'm keeping it this way for now, where I want to export it out of there. Maybe later on, when we get to that point, I'll hook it up with a with just a link instead of doing it this way. But right at this very point in time, I've got a lot of a lot of ores and things for Gregtech, just taking up space in the system. So I guess the next one would be this. So if I go, I want this stuff down here, you can go in that drawer and add that drawer to the link. Oop, that's probably all of it. This and then this. Actually, I probably should do this, whatever that one is. Anyway, let's do that. Maybe I can do draw. One. And so on and so forth until we get all of the Gregtech items down here. And again, it will free up some space. As I said before, we potentially are missing some of these materials. They will be in those discs that I'm currently transferring. So I imagine that that will it's like gone, like emptied out. So imagine as those ones roll through, we will see them pull down to here. But yeah, that'll be something I do in between episodes. But this is where I'm going to set up a Gregtech area. I might end up putting a bigger range upgrade on here, maybe gold or something like that. But yes, there's plenty more to do. Glad I don't need those stack upgrades. That exporter is pretty nifty. So let's pop those things away for the moment. We'll get rid of the stuff we've got. I actually want to tackle something that we've been paused on for a while, which is blood magic. I now have the materials I need to make the ritual to go to the next level for this. So I've got the blocks. I do need the wand thing, that one. And I think I have an activation crystal around somewhere. Let's head outside because we're going to try this one that takes us to the other dimension for here now. Could go pear-shaped. Anything could happen. Do I grab... Oop, got to go one more level up. Do I grab another waste stone maybe? I think I may have some. Nope, got none in there. Well, I probably do have some in there, but not currently in the system. Make a waste stone. Alright, let's go and give this thing a go. I'm actually going to get away from the base. Do it. I think also part of the problem, I've been running the game for a while, so I think memories are full and things like that. Anyway, just pop down here and we'll try this setup down here. What are you? Just a pebble. Okay, so if I've got this ritual thing, I don't know if I need to be close or whether it can happen on the thing. I've got it set up to the pathway to the endless realm. So if I get my master ritual stone and put it there, can I do this? Maybe in the way. Just move out of the way a bit. That's it. Apparently that's it. Okay, got a couple left. It's good. Now, I don't exactly remember how much I've got in my network, but let's give it a go. Hello. One pillar. Okay, let's try and put some stuff away and get rid of this essence. And let's go and check this place out. Not sure what to expect. I don't believe I've ever actually done this. Bang. Just here, some iron keys. Gonna need them. Thought this would give a different dungeon, but it's okay. Hello. not super worrying. Okay, I'm gonna need this bag. Yeah, no, I don't think I need to worry too much about this. Look at them. I need to send things back. I don't know what these things are. Plunderer's Glint. Archer's Polish. Interesting. Okay, what's in here? Just stuff too. Reinforced explosive cell. Okay, what's in this chest? And not much exciting. I got a number of these keys. Do I go this way or do I go back this way? Try this one. Demonite. I think that is one of the things we're after. Not a lot of space left in my hand there after taking things out. Dump some more things. One key left. Let's empty these chests. Interesting, some Vengeful Will. Anything here? Just some ores. Up them. This chest. Synthetic upgrade points. A bit of will there. 44, 47. Alright, let's get some of this stuff. Demon Stone. Can I can vein mine it. Okay. So raw demonite. We can turn that into blocks of demonite, which I think is what we need for the top of the pillars, right? I'll need to check the book, but part of me wants to move on. Part of me wants to go through one of these doors, but I've only got one more key. Can I make these? I can. Okay. Takes imbued slates. What if I go make a bunch more keys? Like a plan. I want to explore a lot more in this area. There's lots. It seems like there's lots of places I can go. What's in this one? Oh, a couple more keys. I'll take them. All right. Well, while we're at it, let's continue on. Send the demon stone and demonite back. Let's pop through this door. Same room as the first one. So we'll get rid of our spawners here. Check out what we've got. Again, a bunch of junk. Okay, some living armor upgrades. Forged sand. A little bit of different stuff. I'm not obviously using that armor because what I've got is perfectly fine. Gem. Okay, what if I use one of my keys to go this way? Ooh, hello. Some sort of library. Okay. There's a chest hiding in the corner. And dump our junk out. Let's check this chest. Power catalysts. Lengthening catalyst. cutting fluid and some glowberries. Okay. Lots of things. I will take the... see, do I have Silk Touch? Something with Silk Touch. Just makes things easier. One of these had Silk Touch. Oh, I got so much junk. It's fine. Looks good too. Okay. And village is always asking about carpet. Again, I'll send them back in. And in terms of everything else, where to next, everyone? Here? Ooh. Interesting area. Nasty things floating around. Let's get rid of them. The spider. Ouch. You're a Vex. Any others? This is a big open area. Quite a few spawners in it. Lots of bookcases. There's another one. Everyone? Oh, there's stuff in the middle here. Oh, there's another spawner. Straight past as I came in. Are we good? Invisible spiders. Like that. Figured there was one more there. Quite cheeky if you ask me. Little Vex floating around somewhere. Here. Nothing super exciting. I may have to go and make some more keys, like quite a lot of keys. What I'm hoping on is just enough stuff to be able to get that next tier of Blood Magic Altar. Am I doing it? Got a lot of Bane Miner. Okay, anything else in here that I need? Aha. See you. Okay. And send all the junk that's probably floating around behind me back. One more key left. Anything in there? I want to say there is, but... Oh yeah, we've got some Demonite. Take that. Demon Eye. Interesting. Whatever this stuff is accented demon stone tiles. I don't know if that's something, but this demon eye. What are you? Useful for anything, or are you just decorative? Might just be decorative. Alright, we've got one more key. Like this path. I think you need to come with me. knew that was going to happen. Just, no, really? Some sugar cane. That makes it so much worthwhile coming in here. Not. Alright, I think, obviously I've run out of keys. I'm going to need to go make some keys. So I might just hop back, because we'll see if we can get the next level of thing done now with the demonite that I've got. But I'd like to see what I can expand to. So throwing in a cut, we are getting pretty close. Oh no, we're about 2/3 of the way through an episode. So I'll go and check this out and I'll be back in a moment. Right, back here in the dungeon. I'm pretty sure I've got just about what I need for making this next tier. I need 36 of the demonite ore, and I think I've got that now. But I figured I'd just pop back in. It takes a decent amount of will to be able to make these keys. So I was able to make 5 keys before I ran out of the amount of will required to make the keys. You needed 300 minimum in the in your little crystal, and it takes 50 each time. So I've got 38 at the moment, which, as I said, should just be enough. So I might just pop that back in there, and we've got almost the right number of blank runes as well. So I'll just send that back to the base as well, and we'll just grab what we can from these last couple of chests before we head back. This is a little bit of a different setup here. Some fragments. Lots of chests in this one. Hi. Not really interested in what you guys are trying to sell. At all. This is, I guess, a bit of a bust, this one. Nothing. Ooh, more keys. I will take the keys. Again, nothing super in here. Our fruit's always good to take. But some of these other things, not super exciting. Doesn't mean I can't come back here and grab some more later, but right, I'll come back. There's one up there. We'll just have a quick look. Emeralds. And a gem. Alright, let's pop through the next door. Lock breaks and fizzles out of existence. Thanks. So we've done all 4 directions. Okay. Really? Wow. That's interesting. England Brute. Again, I don't think I've got anything that has oh, that does. Oh, we'll use that. A couple of chests in here we can get to. I will take that. Sorry, bad joke. Another 30 odd. Low burning oil. Threaded towel. Again, nothing super exciting. I'm going to try and clean this lava up and see if there's any chests or whatever in here, but glad I found this pick. No, that's not a door. That's a door. I was hoping to find some Hellforged parts, I think they're called. Because I'm going to need some of them eventually. Don't seem to be lucking out and getting them at the moment. It's unfortunate. Okay. Always try and make some more keys and come back and do more. Don't need any of these. And some little bits and pieces. Right, so I might just pop this stuff away again. Plus, check through some of these. Not getting anything we can't get elsewhere. The end of that road. Just waiting for that to all like collapse on me. And it's a weird one to have. Have an arrow or two. All right. No. No. Yeah, nothing very exciting at all. Last one. At least we get a little bit more demonoid here. We'll use this guy. Oh. Maybe we can process it some other way. Really exciting here. All right, cool. So let's pop this stuff away. And then let's head back home. Do the next bit, which is to process through some of this this demonite. Grab that back out. Here's the ability for us to make our last couple of blank slates we need. So the blank runes, I should say. So that's them. If I type in blank, 61 of them. That should be the 64 we require. Very cool. Let's go demonite. And what I need is pretty much, I think it's 36. I need to make, that's giving us Hellforged ingots. And then we can take that Hellforged ingot and turn it into 4 Hellforged blocks. Okay. And that should be what's required to get this up to the next tier. So we need to put this in each corner. And then runes where this is. If I can use my exchanging gadget. Ooh, can you exchange? Oh, very nice. Okay, so that should be a tier 5. How do I do this again? Where is the thing that gives me all the details? Lava sigil. Oh, it must be in my backpack somewhere. Otherwise, I'm not sure. But this should be a tier 5. Why can't I tell? Don't see it. I feel like I've lost a lot of stuff, to be quite honest. Not sure. Not showing up. Alright, bear with me. Back in a second. Right, to wrap up the episode here, I've got the Sears sigil. I can right click on here and it tells me that it's a tier 5. Bottom left corner there. Current tier 5. And that it is almost full of essence. Again, I can change some of these blank runes out for bigger ones. But this essentially, if we pop open our quest book, we have now done the Demon Realm piece. Very nice. We need to do the reinforced runes, which using loot from Demon Realm, you can upgrade each rune. Now, because I didn't find any of these intricate Hellforge parts, I can't do what it wants me to do. I need to find some of these. So I need to get some more keys and do some more searching. We have a tier 5 altar. Next thing, obviously, is to make an ethereal slate, which is 30,000 LP in a tier 5. So demonic slate to ethereal. This, I'll just leave this running. It'll be backlogging my chest down here with what it needs. So we're getting up to 32 blank slates, I think, is what I've asked it to do. Might be 16 of each. I forget now. But it'll be filling through them to get to the level that it needs to. And then eventually it will tick over, hopefully, to that top tier. And we'll be able to pick that up and finish that. Just to wrap up the episode, I have done a little bit of work, and I will do this in the next episode more than likely. I've built another reactor. I've got another reprocessor. I think I need one more reprocessor. And to pull the outfeed of this, which is the Rossonite. So we're powering that one over there. This is fluid, whichever one it is. Magnetite is going over there, and this will produce from magnetite. It makes one of them. There's so many things floating around in here. This runs 100% on Vidarium, and then its output is Rossonite. And then we've got things making all of the bits and pieces. If I just pop here, reactors. Can anyone see the reactors? Stream reactors. We have this one. We've got Ludicrite and Ridiculite. Okay. We're just pushing towards this Inner Night, which is the Ridiculite and Rossonite. So I need another reprocessor, and then it'll make the Inner Night. And then we can make Insanite, which is what we need to make, which is Rossonite, and mix it with Benitoite, which you get from the Nether. Create Insanite. We're getting there. Lots of machines, lots of things floating around. This thing produces about 20k forge energy a tick. I do have it directly hooked up to the battery, but it's switched off at the moment because it shoots through fuel, and it filled this really quick. So I do need to output that elsewhere. But more work to be done. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Comments below. We've got plenty more to do in this series. Plenty more things to catch up on. Until next time, Thanks again, comments below. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in that next video. Bye, everyone.